have too much of now then?
Well, I have too much of it. Yeah, you know.
The staff will come at you and ask you why at best. And
Interrogation.
yeah.
ありがとうございます。Hey guys and girls on Ash Tiffany's, it's your flashy fashion reporter Kathy Cat, and today we're gonna go and ask something they could do abroad but you could never ever do in Japan. Don't do this in Japan. So let's see what we cannot do or see in Japan and Ash Tiffany's. What is the thing you can do here in Japan and you enjoy doing here in Japan but you could not do back home?
The thing that I always look forward to when I come here is like I immediately seek out an onsen because there's no way that would fly back in the United States.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, you know, like we were kind of talking about like conservative societies and things, and people think that America really is like, let it all hang out. But like, I'm from the Midwest, you know, and we're very conservative, very like, you know, a lot of Christianity, and going into a public bath, when my family hear that I do that, they are every time just like, oh, I could never, like they're so over dramatic about it, and it's like it's difficult to understand for them, like, and it's hard for me to express to them like why it's so amazing. It's like a spa experience. You just like feel at one with everyone around you, like we are one people, you know. Like it's so great and it's so relaxing and I love it, and it's obviously not really something I can get back in the United States. So yeah, onsen. Yeah.
That's a good one. I love it so much too. Yes. Anything you can do here that you couldn't do back?
In Australia, well, I really love arcades or game centers a lot. I love the UFO catchers, and in Australia, our arcade scene, very small, very dying. It's not too good. So one of my favorite things to do when I first arrive in Japan, not as nice as an onsen, but I do love to hit up the game center and win too many things to take back home. So
She's good at them too. She knows all the tricks. She's done her research. Like she knows, she takes me through these arcades and I'll be looking at the machines like, what does that one do? How does that work? And she's like, funny thing. And then she's got like this whole like backstory. And I'm like, dang girl. Good one.
Centers.
yes, gotta love them.
What do you have too much of now then?
Well, I have too much of it. Yeah, you know. I have
secret apartment.
Well, from the game center, I do love Pom Pom Pudding, a Sanrio character. So,
Show
on
the
your
backpack.
Oh,
Backpack.
tattoo.
Yeah. Tattoo of Pom Pom
I
Pudding?
do. Got it back in Australia.
How many Pom Pom Pudding are you currently in your apartment?
In my Japanese apartment, there's about, including the small and the large, there's about 50 or so. Yeah, I don't even want to think of them back home. There's still more back home.
How many are back home?
Oh God, more than 50?
You have over 100 Pom Pom Puddings.
I would say all up, yeah. Varying sizes.
Most of them are of the UFO catcher?
Yeah.
Pom Pom Pudding power.
Love the Pom Pom Pudding. My students at my Eikawa call me Pudding Sensei.
They all remember your hobby.
They know I usually have little pudding clips in and
Oh, that's so cute. All right. What is something that you can do in Japan, but you couldn't do back home? Like, look, walking around here.
I think that everyone tends to stick to the left side. That's what I've noticed. Like on like a normal like street, there's no order. You'd be bumping into people left, right, and centre, especially in London as well. But I've found everyone just sticks to the left, so I found that handy. But yeah, I've only been here a day, so I don't have much to say just yet.
Anything that surprised you when you were here? Just like the moment you touched down at the airport, the way the people were at the airport, the way people are here.
At the airport, they had loads of people guiding you through to like immigration and stuff, like literally every corner, and they were all just so friendly and nice, and everyone's just been so friendly. So yeah, no one's been moody with me or anything, all smiles.
Expected the moodiness, didn't you?
Just not moodiness, I just never been to a country before where everyone's just so happy and like happy to help.
Yeah, you expect the Londoner moodiness.
Yeah, and I've been to Paris before and that was next level, like France. They hate you for no reason. I don't know why.
What happened?
There was definitely nice people, but I'd try to speak French and they'd just laugh in your face or they'd shove you out of the way. that doesn't happen here.
What?
From what I've experienced.
France is bad. It's bad experiences there.
I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed myself. There was just a lot more rude people than I've experienced anywhere else.
Wow, does that not hurt a little bit if you like try and speak French and they laugh in your face?
It's what people say about Parisians. You prepare yourself about it. You kind of expect that, but here I didn't expect everyone to just be so nice.
Anything that surprised you on the streets here or the shops or anything?
I didn't realize how high end it would be. Like all these designer shops, I don't think I've ever been in an area that had this many like designer like outlets and things like that. And how big the streets are as well, they're massive.
One personal question here. Is it really cheap right now for you to be in Japan because the yen is so weak?
Yeah, to be fair, I think I spent something like 6 yen the other day and it only came to like £2-3. So yeah, I'm loving it.
Oh, the pain. The yen is so weak right now. Oh God. That's okay in Japan, but you could not do abroad in your country.
That's a great question. First of all, I guess reserve a seat with high value personal belongings, like with a wallet or your cell phone or something more important than that. That's unimaginable where I come from. And also, even in my, of course, in my first visit, but also in this visit, you need to get kind of used to the fact that you don't tip. Like, going somewhere without tipping is a big no-no in my country. People will get mad at you if you don't tip. And here, it's kind of the opposite, right? So you can say it's kind of a culture shock, but it's really something you gotta get used to.
Okay, what if I put my phone down on the table to reserve my seat? How many minutes until it was gone? It would be gone.
I think it's a matter of seconds, maybe, not minutes. No, yeah, no more than 2 minutes, really.
Okay. How much? So what is the tipping level? How much would I have to tip?
About 10%.
10%.
10% like normal. Like less than that, people will start to kind of give you like weird looks. Like, did I do something wrong? Did you do something wrong? But 10 to 15% is the norm where I'm from.
If you don't tip at all, what happens?
The staff will come at you and ask you why at best. And
Interrogation.
yeah. And tell you didn't tip at worst. Like, please leave more. That's what I live from. They're kind of give you some sort of emotional manipulation. And,
Pressure.
yeah, pressure.
Oh God.
Oh, walking alone at night, like while feeling secure. Because here, I feel like it's really safe, especially when you're walking alone at night. Like, even if you're just alone or with a group of people. But when you're back home, it's kind of scary. Like, you're always conscious. You're looking around, making sure that you're somewhere safe with lights. So that's about it. It's more of the safety. It feels really safe in Japan, and I'm really happy about it. I'm happy that I get to stay here. You start to become untidy when you ride the public transport in our country.
In the commute, when you get to your destination, you're already like sweaty and you're like full of pollution. But here, when you commute, it's easier and it's also clean. Even when it rains, our shoes are still white. So we're like, wow, it's so clean. Yeah.
What do you mean your shoes are still white? What do you mean?
Because when you commute in our country, or at least where I'm from, when you commute and your shoes are white, you get back home and your shoes are gray.
Yeah. Or brown. It really depends.
Yeah.
It's really,
Why?
it's like there's a lot of pollution on the sidewalks. Like, they don't really clean it.
It's just very urban. That's what I'd say. It's very urban. Yeah.
That's a whole lot of pollution. I learned something too. Thanks for sharing that. Okay. What is something you can do here in Japan that you couldn't do, for example, in America?
This might just me, because I love baths, but taking baths with other people is something you just can't think of in America. But first day I moved into the dorm, me and 3 guys on the floor all sitting there in the baths at night. And it's a nice experience.
Right, sharing a bath together. That's right. You don't really do that abroad.
Yeah, no.
So did
It's
you
weird
go like
though,
to
right?
an onsen trip or something?
No, our dorm actually has a small bath in it, so yeah.
That must be like real pally. Like everyone just like, hey.
Nice and homey, yeah.
It is actually true because like on the 4th day, so yesterday, we went to a Sento actually, and like I've met them like 3 days ago. So it's kind of surrealistic that you can go to a Sento with them after 3 days, like knowing them.
I guess like that's also like must feel a little bit funny. Like you only know people for 3 days and you're already like in your birthday suit.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, it is. Very
So it's just
surprising.
gays. It's guys, right? Sorry.
Both. I guess both.
Both, both. I guess both. I won't say.
I embrace it. It's fun, right?
Yeah.
Let's embrace it. So, anything else you could not do in other countries, but you can do in Japan?
If you drop things, it'll come back to you 90% of the time, which is very good. Yeah. The people are very like, what's the word? Like ethics wise, people are very good in that sense. And yeah, not a lot to worry about in general.
So I thought it was weird at first. Like you can see a lot of like kids alone taking the train. Like they're 5 or 6,
Hajimete no Tsukai, that TV show, right?
見てましたよ、昔。
and they're like just walking alone to school. And like in other countries, you couldn't do that. They will think it's too dangerous, but in Japan you can do it, and it's normal actually to do it here. So it was actually quite shocking at first.
Yeah. You're like, are you okay? Where's your mom? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, things you could do or would see abroad, but you can never, ever, or won't see in Japan. Did you learn something new? I hope you did. Thank you so much for checking out our channel. There is another video that's actually really relevant to you if you're curious about life in Japan and what Japanese people think. So thank you so much for everyone who already subscribed. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video where we share some new Japan facts from a variety of Japanese people with you. So catch you soon on Ash Japanese. This was Kathy Cat. Bye!